Hey guys, what's up? So we got the S650 in. It's got about 50 miles on it. I'm going to go ahead and do a draggy hit out of the gate. This is a base model S650 Mustang Coyote V8 MT82 transmission. No upgrades. We just scaled it. Is it on?
Yep.
$39.45 with me in it. Holy shit, I'm good at bench racing. My first guess was 37.51, I think. All right, guys, here we go. This is the first hit that I'm ever gonna make in this car. Here we go. Let's see what we did here. All right. So this car is a base MT82 car with 56 miles bone stock. That first pass I hit the limiter on one of the gears because the tax sucks. Speed. Let's see. 1220, 1305. Oh my God. So it wants some wheel speed. One more. Let's see if we can get this sucker into the 12s tonight. Alright, final attempt right here. This is the third pass on the first night I've had the car. Let's see what I can get. Fingers crossed right here. Let me heat him up a little bit. Alright, come on. I'm gonna no lift shift it maybe too. Little wheel hop. I hit the limiter, I believe. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I had to swap lanes. What was it? 1301. Wow, dude, if I don't get into the 12s, I'm gonna be so butthurt. Now that my S650 has 71 miles on it, I just went out and made my first 4 quarter-mile hits on the draggy. This car, again, is I'm sure you know by the videos I've already done, it's a stick shift car. And I went a 13.1, a 13.05, 13.01, and a 13.02 or something, and I could not get into the 12s. This car weighs 3,900 and something pounds of me in it. It's a base model car with a 255 Continental. I'm not super pumped about it, but I'm not mad. I know on my previous performance pack cars, they weren't too far off of this. The fact that I'm doing that, just pulling up and stopping and going, I'm not upset about it. So first, check this shit out. So this car has 2 of these, okay? This is not an 80. This is, I think it's like an 85. So not only, again, not only is it not an 80, look how big this thing is. And it has 2 of them. Hold on a second. I'm trying to focus. Yeah, 85. So this is an 85 millimeter throttle body. All right. So that's on the front side. Let's measure the blade. The back side. This is the actual, you know, if I was quoting the size of this throttle body, maybe this is 80, I don't know. But if I was quoting the size of the throttle body, you know, I would quote the back side. Hold on a second. Okay, so it is an 80. My bad. So it is a twin 80. The front's an 85. So it's got two 80 millimeter with 85 inlet on the front. I don't know if this is the same as like a Gen 3 throttle body and it's just two of them. The air filter is a paper filter, conical, nothing special. I don't know if it's going to be worth upgrading these because it has two, you know. I don't know. I mean, guys are going to be spending a lot of money on these intakes, and I think it's going to be a waste of money, honestly. Intake tube. So this is what kind of pisses me off. So my plan tonight was to have a little less weight on the car and take these carbon traps or whatever out, the emissions things. So you see in there? So you see that like 3-prong deal there? That's molded. It's like it's keeping the assembly in place, but it's on the back side as well. Let's see if I can stick this phone down in there. All right, so this is the back side on the throttle body side, okay? That's molded, so, you know, yeah, I can reach down in there and pop those tabs off. So does this car have two mass airflow sensors? It has one of these on each side, of course. So it has two throttle bodies. They've got your typical connector there. It's got two of these, which, I assume that it's the like a MAF hybrid setup, because somebody else said that these cars have MAP sensors. So I don't know how all that shit works. I don't know how the programming or the software, divvies it up or splits it or whatever, but I find that pretty interesting. I did draggy the car last night. I made 4 hits. Good news is, the first thing I'm going to go over is results compared to my last MT82. So it's only fair to compare to a Gen 3 car, because the Gen 3 car has the same shitty transmission and the Gen 3 plus engine. I mean, the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 stuff, there's really no reason to compare this stuff in my opinion. But so here was my results on 60 to 130. I'll go over my quarter mile results in a little bit. So the DA was 1244. It was 70 something degrees out. The 60 to 130, this was my best time in my 2020 MT82 car. 1235. If you're watching and you go faster, I don't care. Just as an FYI. If you're going to chime in and say you're Superman, I don't give a shit. So this is my result. This is my testing. Yes, there's a little bubble. There's a dip here. I'm sure you can drive better than me too. Again, if you've watched my Facebook page, it's all about people, how awesome they are. So it's a 1235. That's a 2020 GT. I bought that car brand new. Made these pulls with like 100 miles, whatever. It's pretty apples to apples, okay? That was a performance pack car, MT82, bone stock 93 octane, and that car had 373 gears. This base model car, and weights are about the same. I showed you guys the weights. So no slope average. The DA was 1700, 80 degrees, hotter, higher. 1220 is my best, okay? I'm not showing you an average or anything. This is my best one last night of 4 hits. Shifting was very similar if you compare everything. I'm talking like I wasn't granny shifting, but actually I was no lift shifting, but for some reason on this stock car, it has like a hesitation when you no lift shift it. I don't really know why. Some type of torque limiter type deal, I don't know, but anyways, apples to apples, it's a very, very similar hit. Close weather, kind of. The 24 is a little faster. Now, this was my best, 1235. Now, when I did a GT350 intake manifold on this car right here, the Gen 3 car, I did a same day test, and I went a 1252. I also went a 1252 last night. So my results on my 24 last night were a 1252, a 1229, and a 1220, okay? I'm about to show you guys my quarter mile results. This is a base on 87, full tank, and 355 gears on a Continental 255/45 tire. Okay, so to me, this is pretty promising that the S650 is a little bit ahead. Again, I know this isn't exactly accurate, all that good stuff, but I was trying so hard to get into the 12s. I felt like a teenager again. All right, so here's last night. So ignore, that's last night right there. Very first pass ever, 13.1 at 112. Second pass, 13.05 at 113. Third pass, 13.01 at 113. Fourth pass, 13.02 at 113. All right. That is pretty impressive, these three, in my opinion, for a couple different reasons. Yes, it's a brand new $40,000 car that's in the 13s. You know, my F-150s, a couple of them recently almost went just as quick stock, 10R80 cars or trucks. But first of all, it's consistent. So if I'm going to be the one doing all this testing and documenting this, I think that's pretty fair to say if I handed anybody the keys to this exact car for the very first time for them to go launch it on 255 Continentals on the tollway, I'm going to guess A, they're not going to run better than a 1301, and B, I don't think they're going to make every pass within 1/10 of a second, essentially. I don't think you would do it. So these are good results in my opinion. The other thing I plan to do is, these are the 325 Mickeys, but they're a 27-inch tire, which matches the S650 tire height. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I am going to be, can you see them? So those black forge lines, I'm going to be putting on that car, on the S650. I'm conflicted. I don't know what you guys think, but if I mod these intakes and I have issues, I don't know what to do. A part of me says, there's no way that I can have issues with, okay, so here's your air filter, here's your sensor, and then here's your carbon trap. How can somebody tell me that if you take this part, like the restriction right here out, that you're going to have codes? I can get that out, don't get me wrong. I can make it come out. Let's try this shit. So we're going to try to get it out, all right? I mean, I'm taking them out anyways, guys. It's just, I'm kind of leery because, I mean, how do you even get to the thing? You know what? I'm going to follow instructions. I think Corey's watching me right now. Corey, if you can't drive this car to work next week, I apologize. The math daddy is out. All right, let's go. So if you see what I'm doing here, so I started to unravel it on the small end, but there's those prongs in there. I don't have my flashlight over here. There's those prongs that are in there. So basically I'm gonna have to unravel it and then twist it and then unravel it and then twist it to get away from those prongs if I don't want to get those prongs out. I mean, I guess I could just I'll end up cutting the prongs out once I discover that there's no issues from doing this, you know. This is called YOLO sending it. Done. No going back. I knew you could do it by ripping everything out, but I guess no going back now. That's called success. Thank you for the motivation, gentlemen. Woo. Can you guys see in there now? There's that one left right there. And I'm going to rip that sucker out. Dude, if this thing picks up like a couple tenths from this, It's gonna be pretty insane. All right, so I don't want you guys to be too bored watching me work on my car, but what is your 1301 at 113 last night? Tonight it's going to be drier, probably the same temperature, probably low 80s. Half a tank of fuel instead of a full tank. What do you think I'm going to run? What's up, Corey?
What are you doing?
I'm tearing shit apart, man.
Already?
Yeah. That's how we roll. Did you see the shit on the thing I tore apart?
Yeah.
Look.
Came out like a little slinky, huh?
Yeah. Like it?
Dang.
Alright, first pass here. Without the air traps, the carbon traps. Bog. Hit the limiter. That sucked. 60 to 130, 1161. Holy shit. Just from the carbon traps out. Half a second. Wow. Let's try it right here. I gotta stop real quick and make this happen. Whoa! Holy shit! 1272 and 1121. 60 to 130. Bro! Dude. So my 2020 took an E85 tune with a GT350 intake to run a 1078. Wow! Yesterday, you guys probably saw, we took the carbon traps out of the intakes. This car has 2 throttle bodies, 2 intake tubes, and 2 air boxes that feed to the grill. So on this car, we removed the carbon traps from each one. We picked up 1 full second on the DRAGY 60 to 130. We went from a 12.2 to an 11.2. On a quarter mile pass, we went from a 13.05 to a 12.69, and we picked up a couple mile an hour. So today, we've made some changes, and I'm about to show you. Check this out. Boom! K&N air filter on one air box. K&N air filter on the other air box. Now, while I was out finding filters that we could adapt to make work, Corey was opening up the grill. Check this out. They're all wide open. So now we have K&N air filters in the air boxes. The factory, these are all closed with very small holes. We've opened that up. We've done the other side as well, if you want to show them that, Corey. So we are about to have some results soon. Stay tuned. It's 9:30. I'm going to take this thing out for a DRAGY hit. Little informational video before I go. So this is a 27-inch tall tire. It's a 325 Mickey Thompson ETR on an 18 by 11 forge line. It's 8 pounds heavier than the stock wheel and tire setup. I weighed it. So that's the one change we did. Then we also did the twin K&Ns with the opened up grill. The car has 185 miles on it. And let's see what the fuel level is. This is the factory fill on the is it not going to show the fuel level? Yeah, there we go. So we're almost a quarter of a tank. So 75 miles to E. That is where we're at. I'm going to go make a DRAGY hit. I'll be honest. I'm searching for 1250s, 1249, something like that. A 1240 anything would be incredible for a stock car on a drag radial, basically with some air filter modifications. So I will be back with some results and we'll go from there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one. All right, here we go.
30, 60, 1/4 mile, 130.
All right. I didn't get as aggressive as I could have out of the hole. Let's see what it ran. Get out of here. 12:51. 60 to 130 slowed down. Not really sure why, but the ET I'm pretty happy with a 12:51. So I think we're going to be able to improve upon that. Hold on a second. All right, I'm only going to use the DRAGY phone on this one. I got to get out here and hurry. All right, I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive right here. Here we go.
30, 60, 1/4 mile.
Alright, I didn't run it out. The 60 to 130. Holy shit. Holy shit. 12:37. It keeps getting better. I have to run it one more time and get even more aggressive. Oh my god. This is insanity, guys. Alright, this is it right here. This is for all the beans. I gotta send it. This is gonna be very aggressive. Every launch that I can be more aggressive, it's paying off for me. I think it's because I'm holding the RPM up. So here we go. I gotta hurry. There's a bunch of cars.
30,
Come on, baby.
60,
Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on.
1/4 mile.
Not running it out again. I've already proven my point on the 60 to 130. 12:32. Wow, this is insane. 87 octane bone stock car, MT82 car on a tire. 109. Hold on, I can't see. 198 miles on the car. Carbon traps removed. K&N air filters, a drag radial.
60.